You just got your first real job, $38,000 a year. You said yes before they finished the sentence. That night, you feel something that's hard to name, like you finally made it somewhere. You pour a glass of wine. You text your mom. You think, this is the beginning. It is, just not the one you think. 3 months later, you find out accidentally. A conversation you weren't supposed to hear. Your colleague, same role, same degree, same start date, is earning $43,000 a year. You go quiet. You do the math later, alone. $5,000 more a year. Over a 40-year career, compounded through raises and bonuses and pension contributions, that gap becomes $400,000. He didn't earn it. He just asked for it. And nobody told you to ask. This is stage 1, the starting line. Stage 2, age 26, $8,000 saved. You pack lunch 4 days a week. You said no to the Lisbon trip. You have $8,000 sitting in a savings account and it feels like proof. Proof you're doing something right. You walk into the bank to ask about investing. The advisor smiles. He slides a brochure across the desk. It says things like, build your emergency fund first, and make sure high-interest debt is managed. Good advice. Your colleague, the one earning $5,000 more, has a different conversation across town. His advisor talks about index funds and compound returns and tax-efficient allocation. Not because he walked in differently, because the system reads the two of you differently. Studies show women are consistently steered toward conservative, savings-based advice, while men in identical financial positions are pointed toward wealth-building strategies. You walk out clutching a brochure. He walks out with a brokerage account. The $8,000 you didn't invest that year, at a 7% average market return, becomes over $23,000 by the time you're 55. The brochure cost you $15,000 in real money. Nobody put that in the small print. Stage 3. Age 29. You haven't decided anything yet. A baby is just a thought, a maybe, a calendar you look at sometimes late at night. You haven't told anyone. You haven't even said it out loud. But the system already priced it in. Your health insurance premium is higher than his. Not because you use more health care, because the actuarial tables decided you might. The possibility of you, the statistical woman who might one day be pregnant, is already built into the number you pay every month. You never got a letter explaining this. The bill just arrives. Quietly different. This is the first charge for something you haven't decided to do yet. Stage 4, age 31, 12 weeks, you have a baby. You take 12 weeks of maternity leave. 12 weeks that will cost you more than you'll fully calculate for years. Your salary pauses. Your 401k contributions stop. Your employer match vanishes. The promotion cycle that runs every 18 months, you're not in it. Not because anyone said so, because you weren't there for the conversation where they decided. 3 months. That's all. But research from labor economists puts the lifetime earnings penalty for motherhood at somewhere between $150,000 and $250,000 per child, accounting for the compounding effect of missed raises, stalled promotions, and the years of investing that simply didn't happen. Men who become fathers see their earnings increase. Women who become mothers see theirs fall. The economists call it the fatherhood bonus and the motherhood penalty. Somewhere, a version of you who didn't have a child just kept compounding. You don't think about that version. You're too tired. The baby is asleep on your chest, and you don't think about anything except this. Stage 5, age 35, you're back. You're good at your job. Better than before, actually. The years away sharpened something in you. Your focus, your patience, your threshold for what actually matters. You have $45,000 saved, and the momentum is returning. But the years you were out didn't pause. They compounded against you. The market returned 7% in 2031, 2032, 2033, while your contributions were interrupted, reduced, restarting slowly. Compound interest doesn't take maternity leave. It just grows for whoever kept going. You run the numbers one evening. You open a spreadsheet and type in the figures honestly. You look at the gap, not the one you caused, but the one that was caused for you. You pour a glass of wine. You close the laptop. You're not behind because you made a mistake. You're behind because the system charged you for a choice it didn't charge him for. Stage 6, age 40, $130,000. You're building real wealth now. It took longer than it should have, but you're here. The number in the account finally feels like something solid. Then the marriage ends. There's no single moment. There's a gradual cooling, a year of difficult conversations, a lawyer's office on a gray Wednesday morning with coffee you don't drink. The assets get divided. Clean, legal, fair on paper. What nobody said at the altar, what the wedding industry doesn't put in the brochure, is that divorce hits women's finances harder. The U.S. Government Accountability Office found that women's household income falls an average of 41% after divorce. Men's falls 23%. The assets split equally. The earning history doesn't. He goes back to a salary that was always $5,000 higher than yours. The gap from stage 1 has been quietly compounding for 18 years. You start again at 40 with half of what you built together. He starts again at 40 and a salary that was always higher. Stage 7, age 50, $220,000. You rebuilt. You don't announce this. You just did it. Again, you're a decade from retirement. You're earning the most money of your life. You max your 401k every year. You invest consistently. You do everything the personal finance podcasts tell you to do. But the pension you've spent 28 years building is smaller than his, because your salary was lower every single year you contributed. The gap from stage 1, $5,000, multiplied itself across every paycheck, every contribution, every employer match, compounded over nearly 3 decades. Research from the National Women's Law Center shows women retire with an average of 30% less savings than men. Same careers, same years, different numbers. You sit with a financial planner at 52. She pulls up the projections, 2 columns, same job title, same years of service. You look at the column with your name on it, then the one next to it. You ask why. She says it's the salary history. You think about a Tuesday morning in 2024, an email with a subject line that said offer letter, a number you read 3 times, the whine, the feeling that you'd finally reached the starting line. Stage 8, age 65, you made it. The number in your account is real. You earned it, rebuilt it, protected it more than once. But the finish line isn't level either. Women live an average of 5 to 7 years longer than men. 5 to 7 more years of grocery bills, utilities, healthcare, the slow and ordinary costs of being alive. 5 to 7 more years that most retirement calculators didn't fully plan for. You are not a bad planner. You planned carefully, smartly, better than most. You are planning for a life that the system never fully designed for. Somewhere right now, a 22-year-old just opened her first offer letter. She's reading the number 3 times. She's texting her mom. She pours a glass of wine and feels something she can't name. She doesn't know yet about the brochure, about the 12 weeks, about the salary column with her name on it, about the Wednesday morning in a lawyer's office with cold coffee. She just knows she made it. Nobody told her the race was already underway. The system didn't fail at every stage. It worked exactly the way it was built to. She just hasn't read the instructions yet. Neither had you.